Welcome back to ciLiving, where we are at the State Fair all this week, and I am lucky enough now to get to interview one of the major bands coming to the grandstand, the band Perry, and they join me now. I've got Reed, Kimberly, and Neil. Guys, thanks so much for giving me a few minutes to get to visit with you.
Thank you. We're so happy to be here.
Okay, so this is really exciting for me. We just celebrated the town Atwood in Central Illinois, and the Henningsons are actually from Atwood. I know you guys got to co-write a few songs with them. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Well, we actually wrote in Atwood one of the songs off of our first record called Lasso. It was the first song that we wrote with our family friends, the Henningsons. So yeah, you guys, it was a very inspiring town.
It's funny. It's like a six-way writing session, which is a lot of people in a writing room. Usually there are two or three, but we end up talking half the time and writing half the time. We have a good time.
Yeah. Okay, and so where do you find most of your inspiration from your songs? From like your family and background and stuff like that?
Yeah, you know, we read a lot of Southern Gothic literature, but stories from fans and honestly our life as well. But it was interesting when writing for Pioneer, we almost had to make life happen on the road just because we were out there so often. So that was a little different from the first album, but mainly from life experiences.
Well, but Pioneer is also about a journey, and it certainly was a major journey for us going from point A with the success of If I Die Young, grateful success of If I Die Young. You know, it was like, what are we going to say next? Where are we going to go? And so Pioneer was really like just digging for these songs. I mean, we dug as deep as we ever have before. But, you know, we're really proud of them. The fans seem to be loving them, and it's so cool to bring them to life live.
Yeah, so what was that moment like when you heard your first song on the radio?
It was nonchalant, actually, because the radio was kind of turned down low. We had just landed in San Francisco, and one of the ladies that we work with picked us up at the airport, and we were all just talking and catching up, and all of a sudden everybody's like, whoa, this song sounds familiar. And Hip to My Heart was our first single, and so Hip to My Heart was playing on the radio in San Francisco, and so we rolled down the windows and turned it up and
went for a jam.
Yeah, but I think it was half over by the time we realized, you know, it was our song.
So your next stop, where are you going next after Illinois?
Ooh.
We actually will head home for about 24 hours, and then we're back out again. I don't know where, but somewhere out west, I think.
I think it's somewhere in the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't know exactly where that is, but what about the next, like, 5 or so years? Do you still plan on sticking together and keeping it a family act?
Absolutely. You know, this is what we've done for going on 15 years now, and one of the big things for us is Europe. We're actually having a 26-city tour come November, so that's a big deal for us. And yeah, next year we'll be heading north of the border as well, so up to Canada.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, giving me a few minutes. Now, y'all are on tour bus together?
We are, yes, and it's amazing. I mean, it is only, what, like 36 feet of bus, but we can find our own space.
Yeah, so who's the messiest?
Kimberly is the messiest. Yeah, honestly.
Hands down. Neil is the neat freak, and Rita's somewhere in between.
One, yeah.
Oh, the perfect one. Do you agree?
Debatable, yeah.
No, we don't agree.
All right, well, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you need any more information about the band Perry, we will definitely share that with you on ciLiving.tv after today's show. We'll be right back. We've got music from the band Perry coming up.